Listen, I am not that girl who has to run out and buy every little gadget, every little art supply, every little craft tool that hits the market. It's just not me. I'm not into trends, and oftentimes I really don't care. It's not meant for everybody, and oftentimes it's just not meant for me. That said, every once in a while, there are things that come onto the market that I'm totally enthused by. I anticipate purchasing them so that I can use them. And quite frankly, most of the time, they end up being my daily use tools or supplies. Inside of this package is one of those things. It's a couple of things in here, but one of them is highly anticipated. Why? Because it is created or designed by one of my favorites. Want to see what that is, y'all? Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook.
All right, so if you've been on this channel for the past, I'd say 4 or 5 months, you know that I have been actively pursuing a career in watercolor art. That sounded so cute. That was so ambitious, and it was such a farcical. No, if you know me, you know that I have mastered many of the crafty mediums, but I have yet to really delve into and become as familiar as I would like with sketching and watercolor. I have started to accumulate some more supplies, and I have been using them, not necessarily on camera, just familiarizing myself with how they work. And you'll see a little bit more of that as time goes on. Now, the sketching, I probably should have started with that first, but I didn't because I'm still intimidated by it. But it's gotta come in at some point. It's gotta come in. Nevertheless, let me stop rambling. Inside of this box is one of the supplies that I have been waiting for. I'm gonna take it out last, but in the meantime, let's talk about what else is in this box. So, I have been wanting because I have been here's one of the things. Okay, let's just say that. Let me get my favorite scissors. Cut away from you, my good friend Joanne Howard on YouTube. She's over here on YouTube. Check her out. I'll leave a link below because she's such a sweetheart, and I love to hear her chat. Go check out Joanne Howard here on YouTube. She's a beginner in junk journaling, but you will love her chit chat and her commentary. If you like this channel, you'll love her. Anyways, it's not a shameless plug if it's not you. Okay? I'm not plugging me. I'm plugging somebody else. Anyways, so let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. All right, so inside this box are a couple of tools that I've had my eye on, but wasn't really sure if I needed them. I don't need them. But because I want to add more heavy-bodied paints, acrylic paints, to my mixed media, I need this. I need this to be able to layer the paints without them thinning out, and to create different textures. Now, this is a silicone brush. It has another name. I don't remember what the real artists call it. Okay, here it's a shaper. It's a paint shaper. Silicone painting brush. I bought it off of Amazon too for maybe $11 or $12. This one is approximately 1.5. This one appears to be 2.5. So the ideal for these, and I'm excited to have them, to add them, is, you know, when you're using your acrylic paints, not necessarily that one, maybe that one. Sometimes you don't want the brush strokes, or sometimes you want it to be thicker in certain areas. So there are other tools, right? And I have other tools. One of which I use all the time because of the different textures by Vicky Bouton. This doesn't have the flexibility and the softness as this does. So you can do a scrape, but it's hard to explain. This has a little more give. Okay, so I plan to incorporate this into my mixed media art. One tool at a time, folks. Hopefully it'll be something that I like and that I want to use all the time, that I'll reach for. If it's not, you'll know. But I figure, my budget for splurging is anywhere between $30 and $50 a month. So whether that's Dollar Tree, Amazon, or small designers or small shops, and one of them, which is what I'm getting ready to show you. So that's that. And then the other item is this Winsor & Newton watercolor medium. It's granulation medium. Do I have any idea how to use this? Absolutely not. Am I going to attempt to add this into my watercolor elevation, my learning? Yes. Now, I know I have a friend here, Maria of Art Alchemy, who's watching. Maria, if you're in the comments, please let the people know if this is any good, because I sure should have consulted with you prior to. Anyways, guys, also check out Art Alchemy if you're interested in learning more about watercolor, the different brands, the different uses, and the different price points. She's a really good resource for that, and I watch every one of her videos because that, and she's just a sweet person. Anyway, so the granulation, what it does is it breaks up it. You know how marbling looks? It has a way of doing that to paints. I don't know how it does it. I don't really care. Is that horrible that I don't care? Maybe later on, as I become more interested in, or should I say more invested in this process, it will be something that I will take the time to learn. But for all intents and purposes, it looks great when you're using it. So that's something else I've added. I want to say this might have been around $10. But this is the piece de resistance. It is the Paintcrush by Christy Rice swatching stamps, set of 16 for joyful paint swatching. Now, listen, this is not a sponsored video. She did not send this to me. I did not ask for it. There are other artists, keyword was artists, I'm still a novice, who have received this, okay? I am not one of them. All right, so Christy Rice is a YouTube sensation. No, I'm just kidding. She's well loved here. But she is an artist and, for all intents and purposes, a teacher, an instructor. She has her own courses. I believe she started off in the stationery world. Not that she started art in the stationery world. She was an artist before then. She built a business there, and has also built a business with art supplies. That being said, her line is called Paintcrush, and there's her little logo there. Now, I first saw these. I am subscribed to her newsletter. My hope is to, I have her paint palette and her paint brushes on my wish list. So I hope to have those for Mother's Day. Although I also asked for a bike, so it's a toss-up, right? So I believe I saw it in her newsletter or somewhere on her website, or maybe on her YouTube channel. I can't remember, but I wasn't fully paying attention, so it kind of went in one ear and out the other. Oftentimes I have YouTube playing in the background, or I'm at work and I've got a couple minutes in between calls, or I'm waiting on a call and I'm just scrolling. It's just, sometimes you got a couple minutes to find, what you need. But anyways, so I remember seeing it from her, but I don't remember the launch date or anything like that. But I did see it on the Thrifty Apprentice. There's a young man, and I say young because we're around the same age. Now, Ken of the Thrifty Apprentice does very extensive watercolor paint and maybe a different art supply reviews. But he also is an artist and he uses his supplies. He's a great instructor, very thorough in the information that he covers. And I appreciate the extent in which the effort he puts into ensuring that he covers all the bases for whatever it is he's discussing. So that being said, that's where I saw that first at. I believe she sent a few channel content creators, I should say, some of her products or all of her products. I don't know what she sent them, but I know he reviewed it. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh, did she say 1 silicone stamps, 2 swatching? So I'm like right on it. Not only that, but I had already been looking for a swatch stamp set because I don't want to draw the boxes. I don't want to see boxes. I don't want to see it. And I don't want to see the same thing every time. Now, granted, I don't have a whole lot of supplies to be swatching with, but if I'm going to do it, can I get some variety? Anyways, let me stop rambling on. But that is where I saw it at first. I'm going to leave a link below to his channel. It's called The Thrifty Apprentice. I will also leave a link to Christy Rice's channel so that you can become more familiar with her content and you can become more familiar with her brand. There's her channel and there's her brand. It's up to you to explore which of those you want to see. Okay. That being said, let's get into it. Okay, now I'm going to cover up and keep the what do we call this? The QR code. I'm going to cover that up because I don't want that information that she's made available to people who have purchased it to be available to y'all because y'all ain't purchased it yet. And it's just out of fairness, right? So here it says, my name is Christy Rice, and I believe that watercolor has the power to make our lives richer with joy. Exploring our new art supplies through swatching can be a deeply relaxing experience. Maybe I should do it off. No, I'm going to do it on camera. Anyways, so I'm going to show you what's in the box here. And then I have a paint set that I do want to swatch. If I have time, I'll do that and join it into this video. If not, I'll do it in another sitting and still join it into this video. So my hands and my nails might look different. Anyways, let's see. And also a step beyond simply documenting paint to creating energizing compositions with shape and color. May your watercolor journey find new paths as you explore this set. All right. And so she gives a website. There's a stamp set. And then here's all of her social media plugs. All right. Go check her out. Check the lady out. Okay. That cute little box. I know I'm not going to throw that out. I'm so excited. All right. Let me move that out. All right, so here, peel each stamp off. So she gives you instructions. And it's on a beautiful watercolor background. Clean up baby wipes work great to clean up ink on the stamps and plexi plate. You can also use a little soap and water for majority of stamps. Okay, I don't know about hers. But most stamps you can just do a light little cleaning and not fill up the landfills. That's just my little insider tip there. Okay, now here, this is one of the things that I was excited about. I don't have a block this length, but I do have I have a number of stamps that are this long. I mean, not that we're here to talk about my stamp collection, but might as well tell you what encouraged me, what added to the pros for this for me. Okay, so it was this. I also saw that she had a water-resistant ink, which is great because that's what you need when you're stamping and you want to add watercolor on top of it, right? So let's get the scissors back out. I don't know if I can find them. Let's find another set. Okay. All right, I don't know anything about her paint, her ink, but we will check that out momentarily. That is too cute. And I love that little logo of hers. Look at that. Okay, and then we have this stamp set. Let me just turn this over so you guys can see. So let's take a look here. We've got, and these are your standard acrylic, clear acrylic stamps. Sometimes you get polymer, clear polymer. This is acrylic, I believe, or silicone. Acrylic, excuse me. She didn't say that. I'm just saying that. And let me smell it. Yeah, it's definitely not polymer. All right, so we've got the little sticky note with washi tape. You've got what looks like kind of looks like a photo, Polaroid, but it has name, brand, and pigment number for those who document that. That ain't me yet, but soon come. You've got the paint tube with the paint splattered out. You've got little berries. You've got the paint brush, the white paintbrush with the little paint down there. You've got your mason jar, which they typically use for water for their paintbrush. And then you got your washi tape. And then the next set, you have your paint brushes. Turn this back the other way. Your paint brushes, your watercolor pen, water pen. And this is light fastness. So you would document on your swatching what the light fastness is of that particular color. You've got if you're swatching and you want to go from lightest to darkest or darkest to lightest, I believe this is how you do that. Your pigment load, you would use this one to, if I'm wrong, somebody put it in the comments, okay? Then you also have the cute little notepad, and then you have 2 circles that you would use for mixing. So I think this is really cute. Now G and S, I don't even know what that is. Whoever's watching, put it in the comments below because I'm not that versed. Okay, I just did a quick check. I believe the G stands for granulation. And S may stand for stain or staining. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But okay, so that being said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear this off. And we are going to get busy, okay? Testing out our good friend's situation here. Miss Christy Rice. Ooh, Paintcrush, excuse me. The brand is Paintcrush. And it's designed by Kristy Rice. All right, now we're going to move right along. And in the next segment, we're going to go ahead and do a swatch of some additional paints.
Now, in full disclosure, I wanted to not only demo this stamp set for you guys, but I also wanted to swatch out these Mayberry Blue watercolor paints that I received on a sample card from Maria of Art Alchemy, and I wanted to do it inside of the handcrafted watercolor journal that she sent me. However, I did do it. The footage is unusable. Now, fear not, I have already recorded a replacement video, so the next video that you see will be of me swatching out and demoing this set using the Roman Schmal watercolor set, the Aquarius set. Now, I will tell you, with the Mayberry Blue, I absolutely loved the way it moved on this glittery paper. It danced with the light, and I was thoroughly enjoying the highly pigmented colors. This green gold, there's that orange color and the turquoise cobalt. Listen, I'm so impressed that I think I want to go ahead and look into investing in these very same colors. I love that Payne's Gray. Now, listen again, I do have another video already recorded, so the next video you will see, so stay tuned, will be of the Roman Schmal Aquarius. Now, until we're back here together on Patreon and YouTube, my friends, please stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative in crafting, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching.
Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.